My name is Edward Young. I'm a computer systems administrator with the City of Stafford, and welcome to a day in the life video for IT. So I'm a computer systems administrator, so I manage the day-to-day. I make sure all the servers are running, servers are healthy, services are healthy, right? Because, the city runs on services, right? File services, email, making sure their computers are running just fine. If there's a blue screen and a computer dies, you just can't do anything, right? You gotta make sure everything's really nice and healthy. I have to make sure file shares are up because, documents and media, right? That's just critical, right? You have to always have that, right?
I'm Ryan Young. I am the Director of Information Technology for the City of Stafford. I am largely responsible for the communications in between the IT department and the other departments that we support. The different requests that come in for assistance or the different projects that we have to work on, I'm responsible for handling those and making sure that the correct technician is dealing with the correct problem. I kind of jokingly refer to myself as like a caddy, except for nerds.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Davis, and I am a Senior Network Infrastructure Manager at the City of Stafford. So my primary role is working as a Senior Network Infrastructure Manager, and I ensure that the technology strategy aligns with the business strategy. So once those strategies and things are approved, I get to go ahead to implement the different projects within the City of Stafford. So project management, project planning, coaching, and cultivating and mentoring my team and being available for them. It's one of my primary duties day to day.
This is the City of Stafford's data center. This is the heart of the technology operations. This is where all of the servers and storage arrays and switching equipment are housed. We've got 4 racks in this room and another 3 or 4 racks in the other room. This is with all of the computing and storage for the city as well as the switching. So this is how all of the systems that are used in the city communicate with each other, and the processing power that is used on the back end of the applications that everyone uses.
Another thing is we have our ticketing system. It's for internal employees only. They submit a ticket by email at helpdesk@staffordtx.gov, and then it just drops into our bucket, and then we can view it, and then the engineers, they can accept the ticket, and then there's details, and we see what the problem is. So then we either call the user, touch base, swing by, or we even have remote tools where we can connect to the computer in real time so we can see what they're seeing. So that's really helpful because we have remote sites like the fire station, Civic Center, Stafford Center. So that's really good to help us triage and figure out the issues. And our help desk platform is very robust too, because it also has like a knowledge base, and we can also review historical tickets too. In case we fixed the ticket previously, we can always review that and reference that and fix the issue.
My favorite thing about my job is being able to implement, engineer different things that improve people's efficiency at work. Technology is something that I take joy and delight in just naturally. And also it feels good to help people to see that a new technology can help them work better. It also can, I witness technology just help and boost morale around when people seeing that they're being invested, they're receiving new tools, and it makes good conversation, but it also helps the people to realize that you care about them by getting them things that work well and is secure.
I got into IT in a very hilarious way. I got in it for the air conditioning. I was in the Army, and it was at Fort Hood, and I thought I wanted to be a soldier. I had always wanted to be a soldier, and I was standing on top of an igloo cooler while people were handing me 98-pound HE projectiles. I was having to bring them up to my chest, lift them over my head, and slide them into an overhead rack. And it was about 100 degrees and about 90% humidity, and I had been doing that all day. And I was as hot and as miserable as you could possibly be. And I thought, this is stupid. I am going to go back to school and I am going to get me a job where I can work in the air conditioning all day long.
One thing which is funny is we always say, did you reboot yet, right? Which is, people get annoyed by that question, but when you realize that when you reboot a computer, it refreshes all the connection, it refreshes all the services, right? That could get hung up, something could get screwed up, because machines that constantly run, things get stale. When you reboot it, it refreshes everything. It's kind of like going to sleep, right, and waking up. You're refreshed, right? So you're not going to be making like mental mistakes anymore, right? So same with a computer, right? You wake it up, you refresh it, and that resolves so many problems. You wouldn't believe how many issues that resolves. So when we say reboot, there's a good reason why.
Everybody thinks that this job is easy. Everybody thinks, I've been called easy money. I don't know how many different times through the 30 years that I've been doing this, and nobody realizes how difficult this job is. It's a lot of frustration and a lot of, learning to try to get what seems to others as, simple little things to work. And it's a lot of not fun with some really great moments of when things start to come together and you're actually able to help people. And, that makes it worthwhile, but it's definitely not easy money.
IT is working very hard to improve the city, and I just want to make it clear that hopefully everybody sees that it's not just as easy as it always works, right? There's a lot of inner workings, a lot of connections, a lot of configuration, a lot of studying, right? We have to learn all these complex systems here and there that we touch, right? We have to learn on the fly on top of our day-to-day duties too. So, not only are we improving the city, learning all these complex systems that have been put into place, we have to put all the fires out, right? Just keep things running. So it's just want to let people know, hey, we're working the best we can, and we're all in it together, and we're just all going to pull in the right direction. Thank you for watching this video, and hopefully you learned a little bit more about what IT does.